and there are many obstacles that you can not get through it. The only thing you can do to go to the top is just put one step after the other, one step at a time, one thing at a time, just what Muhammad Ali said. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
But if I ask you what is the most important thing if two people are climbing a mountain, is it the equipment, is it the training, or the teamwork, or favorable weather conditions? What would you say? Well, they all need to be sure, but the most important thing is the mountain itself. The best mountain equipment is of no use if there is no mountain at all. In our daily lives, we face the same problem. By a mountain, I mean a goal. Most of us don't have a goal. All we have are dreams. But the difference between a goal and a dream is that there has to be a timeline for a goal to finish so that we can fulfill our dreams. Sometime back, I was facing the same issue. When I came to Bangalore, I was not having any friends. My head was banging as I was bored with my life, with my daily goals. The only thing I was doing was coming to office and watching a few movies, that's it. Maybe I was homesick as I was far from my parents and I haven't met them for one long year. I was not able to find answers to the questions that I was asking myself. My head was banging so loudly that sometimes I couldn't control. Then one day I told myself that I will eliminate all the problems and start learning new things. I figured out the three most important things in my life and put them as a goal. I was having a mountain for myself now. My first goal was to transform myself because you don't like when someone calls you baby elephant. And that too, just like Sunil. What I did was, first of all, you should have an image, how you want to look like. You can never get results if you don't have an image. People go into a gym, they enter into a gym, but they never get results. 90% of them never get a result. The difference is, they don't have a mountain, they don't have a goal, how they see themselves. I had an image of myself, so I went to a gym religiously without failing, and I figured it out that what your body looks like is what 50% what you eat, 30% of what 30% is how you take the rest, and 20% is what you do in the gym. A myth also got clarified that you don't build a body in a gym. In fact, you break your body in a gym. The building part takes place when you take a rest and what you eat. And the journey continued. Then I came to my second goal. I wanted to be a knowledgeable person. For that, I want to read a lot. But I always hated it. Whenever I tried reading a novel or a book, I ended up reading only 10 pages of it. This was indeed more difficult than transforming myself. I figured out that most of the time I was active in office. So I brought the books to office and utilized my time whenever I was free in office. And we all are money-minded people. So I took subscription from Just Books. I knew that when I will pay, I will read as many books as possible because I am paying for it. And I read 8 to 9 books. I started reading with Chetan Bhagat, Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist, and many other self-help books which I was really interested in. And again it continued. Then I came to the third part, that was cooking. I always wanted to cook for myself, but I never tried. So this time I was in a rented apartment, I was having my kitchen, so I can do, because your mother won't allow, you can't cook in your home. I started with easy things, like I will simply boil the vegetables and make some salads and chicken soup, grated chili chicken, and like that. One of the most important thing I loved was omelette. So I will, whenever I am free or I am tired and I am not able to make anything, I will make an omelette or things out of eggs. And again it continued, and I ended up learning around 10 recipes made out of eggs. After a year long, I realized that what different I did from my banal approach towards my life. I took my first step towards body transformation. I took my first step towards cooking, and I took my first step towards my reading. Now I don't hesitate to learn anything new. Whenever I am free, I know I would like to do this. So, the main thing is mountain. You don't need to be great to get started. All you need to be is get started to be great. You might have fabulous plans, you might have unlimited ideas, but all that is worth nothing if you don't get started. So I would urge all of you to look for a mountain for yourself and don't waste time. You can start, you don't need to think about a year what you can do. You don't need to think what you can do in a month. All you need to look is for 24 hours that you want to focus on, and all the things will come down. I will urge all of you to look for a mountain and just begin with the dream that you always dreamt of. So just begin. Hold your toes fast.